Tito 79, man, back with another one, man. That's two in one day. Let's get it. This video here, I'm just sitting outside, just enjoying nature. You know what I mean? Just enjoying the outdoors. You know, something we all should be doing. You know, right now it's something pretty much over with. You know what I'm saying? Something pretty much gone. It's September now. It's pretty much fall. Still got leaves and stuff on the trees, but you know what I mean? Still got leaves and everything on the trees, but you know, pretty soon these bad fellas finna be naked, finna be bare. You know what I'm saying? And we finna be in the throes of winter. So I'm just out here chilling, man, getting my little feel and soaking in the last little bit of good weather. You know what I'm saying? The outdoors and everything before it get too cold, and you ain't gonna be able to sit out here and relax and chill like that. But it made me think, man, everything is designed to keep you inside of a building, inside of a box. You know, since I moved to Georgia, even before I came down here, when I stayed in Chicago, I liked to come outside more than anything. Whether it was to walk to the store, walk back, sit outside the front of the crib I was at, you know, just whatever, kicking it with motherfuckers. Just like I like to be outside, cause I'm a '90s baby, born in '91. You know what I'm saying? And back then we used to come outside all the time as kids. You know what I mean? We had a backyard. I remember growing up, and it was fenced in, and we used to come outside, and we had a swimming pool, we had a swing, we had a little patio that my dad had built out of concrete from the ground up with chairs and stuff, a little gazebo, barbecue. And as kids, we would just come outside and get on the swing, get in the pool, just, you know, enjoy the outdoors. I loved holidays and the special occasion, birthdays and stuff, because I know that's an excuse to go outside and celebrate and have fun. You know, we stayed in the trenches back then, so we ain't really go to a park, so I was cool with us just being able to go in the backyard and come outside. But eventually, as we got older, you know, we could go to the park, which was just as good, you know what I mean? Because you go to that bad fella, you know, and it's people out there grilling. You know, it had a little water area where the little sprinklers, the little water jets would be, you know, come out. If you know them parks, you know, in Chicago, some of them places, they had a little water area where the jets would come out of the ground, and you could go run through them bad fellas, man, and we run through that shit, and, you know, all that shit, man. Little pools would be open, you know. It was a different time, man, but just the fact of just coming outside, enjoying the outdoors. You know, now you look, everybody in a car, in a house, in some kind of building, cut off from the outside world. And you think about it, we natural creatures. You know, we come from nature. We are not designed to be inside of a building all damn day, every day. So if somebody tell you, oh, I like being in the house, I like sitting in my room all day long, they are already mentally tapped out and gone out of here, man. You can forget them. They're gone. Whether you want to believe it or not, they're done. They believe sitting in the room all day is sanity. It's insanity. You know, and I know it's some places everybody can't just go outside and just chill and relax. Take your ass somewhere where you can go outside and enjoy yourself. If you're in a place where you can't, go somewhere where you can. You know what I mean? And get in nature. We natural to the planet. We come from this. We come from the outdoors. So why in the hell would you be subject yourself to being stuck in a room, stuck in a box? It's unnatural. Just like that dialed ass truck, shit unnatural, you know what I mean? We gotta get back to nature, where the fuck we belong. If you think about it, you think about a box. A box is meant to cut off your electric magnetic, your pulses. You know your heart is electrical. Why you think they use a defibrillator to bring it back? Why you think you need to pump it to start it back up? It takes some kind of charge. If you look at your heart when you connect it to a heart monitor, it shows it beat. You know what I mean? Deep, deep. That's electrical impulse coming from yourself, your heart. You in a room all day. Think about it. Shut off from the natural aspect of the world. Leaves, trees, grass, wind. You in a room all day, shut off from it. To hell with people. You shut off from the natural environment. You think about it. You in a box all day. You know, when you in a cell, when you in jail, where you think they gonna put you? They gonna put you in a 4x4 something foot cell, 4 walls. And if you got them if you in solitary confinement or you in a hole, you in that motherfucker for 20 something hours a day. Can't come out. That's probably for about an hour. You in that hole 20 something hours a day. Is that natural? That's natural to you? I don't think so. But the kicker is this. A lot of people right now are not in jail. They not in solitary confinement. They not in a hole. But most of their days is spent in a 4-room, 4-wall cell. And it ain't by force. It ain't by goddamn it law or nothing. You ain't in jail, your ass and put yourself in there. You in that room all day. You in that job office all day, that warehouse, that factory, wherever you at, inside that building. It's 4 rooms, 4 walls to keep you boxed in. Box has a certain energy to it, where it doesn't allow your energy to thrive and flourish. Why you think every room is a box and not a circle or any other shape? Why you think it's a box? That's because it's meant to cut your magnetic, your electric aura off from the natural world. That's why it's a box and not any other shape. Hell, rooms could be a circle. Why rooms not a circle? Make you think. Everything is by design to cut you off in some shape, form, or fashion. You gotta know that. You know, I came down here to Georgia. The weather is not nicer than where I'm from. So coming outside is a lot more frequent for me. But when I was just smoking not too long ago, I used to come outside a lot just to do that because didn't want to be smoking up the house. So I come outside and flame up. You know. And I didn't think too much of it at first, you know. I'm just coming outside, but you know, doing my thing. But then more, you know, I started just coming outside, no smoke. And now I've stopped smoking for the most part. I haven't smoked in months. And I still find myself coming outside enjoying the outdoors, you know. No smoke at all. Just coming outside, enjoying being outside. The one thing that kills me and gets on my nerve is the damn mosquitoes, but that's about it. I find myself grilling, just coming out enjoying being in nature, in a natural environment, and not losing my sanity behind four walls. Not boxing my mental or my physical in behind four walls. You come outside for 30 minutes, you start doing that for a month and see how you feel. See how your mental feel. How you respond, how you make decisions. I'm not saying you gotta live outside every single day, no. Or go bananas with it. But coming outside a lot more frequently than you do is gonna have an impact. You gotta change bad habits for good ones. What do you think being in a house all day around electronics and technology gonna do? You know everything gives off waves and frequencies, from that TV to this phone to that laptop, that iPad, that video game, that microwave, that refrigerator. Everything that's plugged up to an electrical socket gives off some kind of frequency. And being surrounded by that every day, all day, is definitely not good for you. I know a nigga who sits in his room 20 something hours a day. The nigga don't go from nowhere but from his room to the bathroom with a suitcase. In his room, he got, guess what? A TV, a deep freezer, a microwave, an air fryer, a clock, his phone, like just electronics on. And this is in his room. This not like it's in the house. It's bad enough if this shit in your house, but I know a nigga who got all this shit right now in his room, surrounded by all this shit. And he's mentally losing it. But on the surface level, he tries to act like everything's fine. You could tell by niggas like that. This is the same nigga who pulled a gun on. There's no shock he pulled a gun on, because guess what? He's surrounded by this shit every day in a room 24 something hours a day, and he don't have it all, nigga. Be careful. You could lose your sanity without being locked up in jail behind four walls that the people put you in. But by yourself, putting yourself in them four walls. Get out in nature. This is our natural environment. The sun, as black people, literally heals us, repairs our body. We get downloads from the sun. You know, they say, they talk shit in the past. They used to call people like, that's come outside and shit and love the trees and the nature and shit, tree huggers and shit. Well, guess what? I'm a damn tree hugger. I'd rather hug a tree than go mentally insane in the house in four rooms surrounded by technology that once this grid or anything happen with the grid system is shut down, you won't have access to that shit no way. So you're going to have to come outside and live. You catch my drift? Get out in nature. Make that a habit. Not going out here shaking your ass or doing no crazy stuff, but just going out to the parks, walking, taking the kids out, the dogs, spending some time out there with them. Or your damn self. Go for a walk, a run, a stroll, barbecue. Get out in nature. This is our natural environment. And when I see myself now, it's like, damn, am I the only person who still go outside? And it's just in the little area I'm at, because I damn near see nobody outside no more. Even when it's holidays and events, no one outside. This last summer I've been barbecuing. I haven't smelt a damn grill in the neighborhood except when we barbecue. That says something to me. And we not surrounded by just a specific demographic. It's mixed around here. But the fact of the matter is, nobody damn near grilled in this area except us. That's a problem. That tells and shows me something about the environment and about people. Well, it don't even show me nothing about the environment. The environment is the same. It shows me about people. That people have changed for the worse. I'm gonna continue to come outside and tap into the natural diaspora and the natural aspect of things. The organic. It's enough inorganics now. It's enough stuff keeping us at a low level and a low vibration. You want to go mentally insane behind four walls, you do that. I'm out here in nature. Tito 79.